So I'm going to give you guys a quick lesson because what I noticed from your first writing was many of you all forgot to add details to your work. So here's an example of a beginning of somebody's writing, and I'm going to go through and kind of show you how to enhance the work by adding details. I have my narrative writing checklist over here, and this is the text that we used, and here's my writing. Okay, so the writing so far says, have you ever got your keys stolen from a group of people? First off, a lot of you guys did this. You forgot to, on your hooks, you did a question, but you didn't use a question mark. So make sure that you guys are using that. It says, well, I have on a Friday afternoon on June 21st, 1778, in my coffee shop. My name is Thomas Boylston, and I am a colonist. So this person did put a hook, settings, characters, and when, but they did not put any of these details that we talked about. So they could have checks for, hook, setting, characters, when, but no checks down here. So that's what we're really missing, and it kind of leaves the writing a little bit boring, and it just needs a little bit more, and the details are going to help with that. What I do like is that they actually looked at this date and they took it from the text, so that's nice to see, and it's accurate. The coffee shop is where he works. So let's start with the coffee shop. This is the setting of the story. However, we have no details. Now the text over here, it doesn't really say a whole lot. However, we can do a lot with it even though the text doesn't say anything. So this would be a great time to use maybe sees and I would say smells, because a coffee shop's probably gonna have a really like intense smell to it. So after coffee shop, I'm gonna add another sentence with some details, okay? I know that his coffee shop is near the harbor, so I can maybe include that my coffee shop is right on the harbor. And then I can add some feelings to that too. I love looking at the water outside of the front window. Okay, this is going to help the reader understand where your shop is. Okay, now we're not just telling you it's a coffee shop, it's a coffee shop right on the harbor. You can see the water out the front window. And then the smells, you're working in a coffee shop, so I just love the smell of fresh coffee every morning. Okay, I just added a bunch of details to the setting that's going to make it sound a whole or feel a whole lot better. The reader is going to be able to get a better sense of what the setting actually looks like, not just that it's a coffee shop. Okay, I could even make it better. I could say I just love instead of smell, I could say, make it sound even better, the aroma of fresh coffee every morning. These are the kind of details I want to see in your guys' writing next week. Again, my name is Thomas Boylston, and I am a colonist. Okay, that's great. The text doesn't really provide us a lot of details with what he looks like, so this is kind of fun because now you can make it up, right? Okay, I am a shorter man, and some people say I'm a nervous one too. The reason I kind of said that he was a nervous one is because later on, what happens to him, he gets attacked by the women, so maybe he's a nervous person. That would kind of make sense. I just made up he's shorter. I could have said he's taller. Whatever makes it more fun for you or makes it more exciting. If I want to change it taller, sure. It doesn't say in the text, so I can do whatever I want. Okay. I can also include things like so I could give better details like I have a scruffy beard and wear a black tri-corner hat. I know that they wear those types of, three-sided hats as well. These are all just things that are going to make my writing a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, and the reader is actually going to be able to picture what I look like and what the setting looks like a whole lot better. Okay? So this is what I'm going to be looking for next week. I want more checks off of this list. I still haven't done here's, so maybe I can say, instead of I love looking out at the water outside of the front window, I love hearing the water outside of the front window. There, now I have that, and I said I love the aroma of fresh coffee, so that hits my likes and dislikes. I could say I can't stand people who argue about the price of my coffee. Okay? It kind of sets us up later because the people are complaining about the price of his coffee. Hopefully this helps you guys, adding more details to your writing. This is a much better beginning than what I started with.